What is up, everybody? Brett here, back today playing some more Battle Brothers, picking up where we left off last time in Eisenstein in our Anatomist run? Yeah, there we go. Guys, my brain is a little fried. I've had a hectic week, unfortunately. Real life problems I won't get into. Just sometimes it feels cathartic even just to mention that there is a problem, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that at the head here, that way if I feel a little low energy or if the video has to be cut short for some reason, it is what it is. But hopefully that will not endanger our enjoyment of Battle Brothers here as we jump in. We've got 2 levels up to start with. We've got 1 on Bluebell and then 1 on Aerosol. And yeah, it's both of their level 11s, which is pretty clutch. And I was sitting here a second ago looking at Bluebell, deciding how I was going to level him. And I came up with, you know, something that I think some of you might agree with, some of you won't. It's a little unorthodox, perhaps, but I like it. Bluebell is a bro with sort of mediocre stats in some areas, however, really excellent defensive stats. Between his HP, his melee, and range defense are all quite good. I think what we're going to do with him is give him Underdog, which is just a type of perk you could put on every brother and never be upset about it. And then we're also going to go with Shield Expert on him. So I don't know if we've talked about what this does, but learn to better deflect hits to the side instead of blocking them head on. The shield defense bonus is increased by 25%. This also applies to the additional defense bonus of the shield wall skill. Shield damage received is reduced by 50% to a maximum of 1, and the knockback skill gains plus 15% chance to hit. I love shield wall. I think it's awesome. I've done playthroughs where I've given every brother shield wall, spear wall, or shield wall, or my bad, Shield Expert and either Spear Expert or Sword Mastery, and then alternated the spears, and then had like a complete front line of every brother had Shield Wall, and every brother was covered under a Spear Wall. So I love to do that. I don't know if you guys just heard the music mess up. Hopefully there's nothing wrong with the way the game is running. Maybe that was just on my end, but in my headphones there was like a glitchy sound just now. Recording looks good, everything looks good. We're going to keep going. So Spearmaster, good. Shield Expert, Underdog, he's good to go. Let's go ahead and pump his last big levels here. We're going to take the 3 in Fatigue. His Fatigue is a little low. Lower than where I would like it to be. And then lastly here, could go for the 4 in HP, the 2 in Melee Defense. We're going to take the 4 in HP, which is going to result in 5 HP thanks to Colossus. And I think 5 HP might be more valuable than 2 in Melee Defense. That's kind of hard to say. But it depends on your build for sure. But we're going to, from now on, as level 11's level, 12, 13, 14 levels, you know, going above and beyond level 11, when you no longer get perks or fat rolls, you get 1 stat point for each, if you're not aware of that. So going forward for someone like Bluebell, we would go Melee Skill, Melee Defense, Fatigue. His Resolve is good, Initiative is irrelevant. He doesn't need range skill. He doesn't need any more range defense. So you identify 3 core things that you want to pump up. And then until he's level, you know, whatever, 20, he's going to get points into those spots. And that'll kind of lift him up into a pretty damn good bro. He'll have attacks in the 70s. He'll have really high melee defense in the 40s. And his fatigue will get good enough that way he can wear better armor, more appropriate armor. All right. Now for Aerosol, who is an interesting bro. He is a Butcher, Cleaver Master, that we have set up potentially as a Lone Wolf bro. Let me look at these stats real quick. Let's take the 3 in Melee Skill. The problem is, his natural defenses are so low. Let's take the 3 in Fatigue. I think that's pretty important. His HP and Resolve are high enough. We've passed the 50 Resolve kind of bar that I set for myself. And having hit points over the 80s I think is just great. I think here, to me, it's either between a low 2 roll or a really good 4 range defense roll, which will put him over 10, which is where I like it to be. And then after that, we would do the same thing. 1 point melee skill, 1 point melee defense, 1 point fatigue until he's max level. And there we go. Now here, we have set him up with Reach Advantage, Underdog, Battle Forge, Berserk, Colossus, Brawny. These are all things that I kind of consider as sort of necessary for Lone Wolf builds, and then some of the others are more interchangeable. We're going to grab him right now as a Lone Wolf. I work best alone with no allies within 3 tiles of distance. Gain a 15% bonus to melee skill, range skill, melee defense, range defense, and resolve. So we're going to take that. So while he's attached to the formation, it doesn't do him any good. But there will be fights where having a lone wolf will be beneficial. He'll be heavily armored. He'll have probably the... Oh my god, my brain just went blank on the name of that monster. The boss. The Irajok. He'll have the Irajok cleaver / armor, probably, for this squad. And as a cleaver master, a two-handed cleaver master, it'll all work for him. He'll go out on his own, and he'll just slaughter as many dudes as he can by himself. His stats will be excellent, really, by the time he's done. Just kind of crappy, low roll, and defenses. So the last one here, let me look real quick, because I don't think I have one off the top of my head that I think is, like, perfect. As a lone wolf, Backstabber is completely wrong, so we're not going to be taking that. Headhunter. Cleavers don't target heads specifically, even though they do go to decapitation, so that's, you know, that might not be it. Indomitable I used to really like, especially when you're fighting things like orcs who charge you, and they can chain stun your brother, who's a lone wolf bro, and then totally negate all of his power. Like, they just, Orc Young will just chain stun him one at a time. The AI has gotten very good at singling out your lone wolf bros. So the only way to counter it is either with Indomitable, which makes it so that you cannot be stunned, knocked back, or grabbed. Also good versus Unhold. And then there's the Orc Necklace that you can get that'll also give you that benefit. So Indomitable to me is something that you might not use sometimes as a lone wolf, but when you need it, it's like the most important skill you have. I'm looking around at other options. Steel Brow, I think, is a fine defensive perk. As well as 9 lives. Recover is also great. Perhaps Adrenaline, but Recover on a lone wolf bro, help him get his fatigue back. Recover might be the play. It's, to me right now, it's between Recover or Indomitable. I'm curious what you guys think. Yeah, not to mention the 50% damage reduction. That's nothing to sneeze at. I'm gonna grab Indomitable. I don't hate Recover, but I've done like tests before where sometimes you'll have fights where it's nearly impossible to make use of it, and that stinks. So here, we have Alp fighting. That's what we're getting ourselves into today. Oh God, Lord Jesus save me. Or the Gilder perhaps. Let's let the Gilder save us. I'll need some time to think about that. And this one, it wants us to go and intercept raiding parties. Okay. Let's do this first, because I have a feeling the Alp contract is not only going to be frustrating, but also could render us injured to the point, because they bypass your armor when they attack you. I think. I'm pretty sure on that. So it could render us injured. This type of fight is more likely to ruin our armor and a little bit of damage to our bodies, of course. Whereas the other fight is much more likely to injure our brothers and leave our armor intact. And it takes longer to repair flesh than it does armor. So let's do this one first. It's allowing us to stay in the area. I went ahead and did this fight off camera, I believe. This battle site. Intercept all southern raiding parties around Eisenstein. Don't let them burn any locations. Got it. So these are the southernmost locations. Kind of maybe we can camp out here. We're good on food and such. We pay out $4.18 a day. Hopefully this doesn't take too long for them to come. Because we kind of hemorrhage money while we wait. I wouldn't be surprised if we had time to run down to Wolfenfest and see what's up there. But these are good contracts for us. Let's see. We're rocking full gunner build, which I think is good versus the Southerners. It's good versus everyone, really. But sometimes maybe the crossbow build is a little more optimal, and we have crossbows in our inventory in case we want to switch out. Alright, we'll buy a drink for everyone. Nice. Sometimes you just gotta buy around, man. I don't know. There we go. Okay, so we're definitely going to want to catch these guys out separately. Assassins are pretty brutal. What I'm curious is if we allow them to get to this location. So they're gonna come together, become a bigger army, basically. An army that we cannot beat. Will forces from Eisenstein or the North come and help us? We've kind of tested this a few times, and I think they will. But I think we have a great opportunity right now to catch this group out, which I think we can beat relatively easily, and then maybe we can we'll figure something out here with this last group, even if it involves like switching some bros in, perhaps get some heavier hitters in here. This might not be the best time to try to like level up a lower level bro. Okay, hey, and chilling. Alright, and with that, I think we're good. 30. That's a 120. Okay. Yeah, let's do it. The Southerners appear as though in geographic transition, half dressed in their own clothes and that of northern garb, while also laden with chests of pillaged loot. One man playfully twirls around in a northern wedding dress. It would seem a friendly party on approach, were they not also covered in blood and ash, to battle. So they have a few gunners we need to be aware of. Unfortunately, we don't have like counter snipe technology. I don't have some strong archers on my squad. But I think if we play this smart, I should be able to attack them first. And I'm seeing a lot of low armor, you know, kind of no shield having dudes here. Let's pass. They've got more guys that are going to step in. I don't need to reveal them with the Hawk. Yeah. And this is what I'm talking about here. We're going to have a chance, I think, to get some great shots. We'll wait here. I don't need to get this kill yet. We wait. Because someone might step here, someone might step there. This is a shot we're going to take. No kills for us. It's an unfortunate miss. I want to spread some of this damage around. I'm going to... We'll pass. Let's see how they move. I think this fight is mostly easy for us. Okay, there's a gunner. There's a gunner. I was kind of expecting another gunner to pop up at the other side. But let's take this shot. That's a 4-man shot. If we had gotten a kill there, as I kind of hoped and suspected we might, we would have felt like geniuses for waiting. Because we would have gotten a reset, gotten another shot. Let's shoot here, hope to get a kill. That way we get the reset. And then potentially, wow, 2 kills. Okay, I'm not mad at that. I could step in here. Leaves me vulnerable to some pretty dangerous fellows. But I'm going to do it. Yeah, I didn't know the officer was up there. That's a little not good. But I'm going to step in here with Grump. Yeah. These are probably... We've put onto them the best targets. And it's kind of going to mess up our handgun shots if that's what we want. But I think we're just going to end up switching over... This is going to suck. Yeah, and it did. We're going to end up switching over to our sword lances, I think. Yeah. And they're going to land some attacks. But we managed to shut down one of their gunners. And we're still going to get a pretty excellent shot here. Just kind of hoping to hit. And instead of reloading, let's take our free hit. 43% chance. I wouldn't have been mad at that if it hit. Very well. I was going to say I'm very happy that he positioned himself there. And then he went ahead and locked himself in with Lucian, which I'm not happy about. Alright, this is an excellent shot. We have a chance to hit 2 guys who aren't shielded. Let's go ahead and step in. That's not where I meant to step, but I'll make it work. I want to shut down this gunner here. He's the most dangerous man in town right now, and we didn't even come close to hitting him. That's kind of crazy. Damn. I'm going to shoot here and hope to not hit Grump. Okay, good. And we're currently stuck there. We missed with Lucian. We're missing some rolls. I'm not going to say that we were supposed to hit, but had we hit them, this battlefield would look very different. It's hammer time. Let's get in here and shut down this gun. Stun there. Okay, I guess I'm just happy to have the stun then. I don't mind this 1v... Well, it's not a 1v1. This guy's got sword lances on his side. But I don't mind what we've got going on here. I will switch out here, put Grump in a more vulnerable melee situation, and get Shayteezy to potentially be able to come up here and help. Grump's got better defensive stats, simply because he's holding a shield, if nothing else. Excellent. Let's go for the split here. Beautiful. It's going to cause a rout there. Little breaking here. Hopefully this guy doesn't land his shot. He does. It's fine. Go there. I think, honestly, we ignore this dude. He's going to kill himself. And we just start, yeah, we do that. We just start putting ourselves in better and better positions. Let them rout. Start getting some support up here. I mean, this is what we need here. Alright. Take an attack. We're still able to hit him if he tries to run. That was an excellent miss for us. We're happy with that. And if we land an attack, we're super stoked. Would love to get his armor. We managed to not hit his armor. His helmet would also be a good get for us. I think that's a 200 helmet. Could net him down. But that one hit stunned him, wavered him, crushed his windpipe. He's completely exhausted now. Beautiful stuff. We'll step in here, take that attack. But daggers are going to be required over here. Start moving up that way. Obviously can't move. These guys have zone of control. That stun was clutch. Made up for the miss we had. Okay. And that wasn't a terrible outcome for those series of attacks either. I'm okay with that. So here we have... We can't hit the guy behind the tree. Interesting. I'll do this, even though I kind of didn't want to hit him. Good stuff. Move. Let's see. No daggers here. I was going to say, let's just get that kill, please. We switch out. Try to land a puncture. Didn't work. That's fine. We've got quick hands on our bro here, so we'll be able to make this move no matter what. Grump does not have quick hands. We don't want him involved in this fight with the officer if we intend to get the armor. Yeah, I don't think any of our backliners have daggers because they're all, I think, all carrying an extra satchel of gunpowder. Alright, that kind of sucks, but it's not the end of the world. He didn't hurt us. He didn't do any damage to us. Step in there. Switch out to our other dagger. Step in here, go for the puncture, and we got the kill. We even got his weapon, which I wasn't even looking at. He had a shamshear. That's a good weapon. That's like a Southern Noble sword, if I remember right. Yeah. Sweet. We got 2 hand cannons, which I don't, or handguns, which I don't think we can really use. More good stuff, but we got the guy's Southern longmail shirt with padding and the Southern helmet with coif, which is what we were wanting. I'm pretty happy about that. Guys, I'm going to have to cut this episode super short. I apologize. I'll see you in the next one, y'all. Take care.